Up here taking a little breezy walk today. It's gonna be breezy. Going up the riverfront real quick and head for home. I was looking at the comments on the video talking about but when we talk about cheapest places to eat out at, basically that kind of video that we talked about that. I started remembering old places that we used to eat years ago here in town and kind of wish we missed or still have. And believe it or not, some of the businesses that we're going to be mentioning on this video, they're still in business today in other parts of the country, believe it or not. It's kind of hard to believe that, but right now we're going to enjoy one POV from the riverfront. It's a little chilly today, but not bad. It's not like super cold, but it's an attention getter today, but nothing major. I handled this before. Yeah, I tell you, it's breezy up here. It's so breezy. We're gonna look out to Flag Island. If I can find it. Right there it is. That tells you how breezy it is. Or just simply look on top of the courthouse. That tells you how breezy it is up there. But yeah, you can hear it. It's breezy today. So right now, let's get on our way home. Angie and I will be talking about not just places that we used to eat at that used to be here in town. Because thank you for those comments once again on that video. We didn't get a whole lot of views, but boy, did we nail down those comments. Some people will start mentioning places I haven't heard of in a while. So right now, let's go home and talk about it a little bit. Places that we missed when we was growing up as kids in around the Clinton, Iowa area, places that used to be here. Alright, I've been home for a while. We did a few things around the apartment off camera. Sorry about that. We'll go back to remembering the places that we used to eat here. Just rendering a video and all that stuff. But if you notice on last night's video, that was green. It's yellow. It just went yellow when I was just finishing editing and rendering last night's video, as I'm doing right now. Clip right there, that's what I'm rendering right now. Yep. And it's about ready to go live in less than 4 hours. So that's not good. That's not good. YouTube, what are you trying to do with its creators? They don't care about the small YouTubers. Well, right now, we'll just go march on right now, okay? Oh, by the way, the nightly walk video, that's down here. If you saw at the end of last night's video, the nightly walk video, it turned green after I edited it, after a couple hours. Angie's happy about it, but we haven't got no new views on it either.
Hello, YouTube.
Okay, yeah, this one of the video I wish I would have went around town and took short videos of locations that we're going to talk about right now. We're going down a little memory lane, but I'll update this video later. Probably next summer or something like that. We'll go around, show the locations around town. So because of the windy, it's winter time, and I'd rather do it during when it's springtime and summertime. So I'll have an update on this video probably sometime in 2018. But we'll actually show you the buildings and locations and other stuff, because we're going to talk about other businesses too, but we'll talk about that in a later video. But right now we're going to focus in on the eateries. Places that we ate, because some people was mentioning places I haven't heard of in a while. So places that we used to have here in town. So right now, let's get rolling, right? Everybody misses one location of a fast food restaurant that we used to have here in town. I think you can still find this in parts of Michigan, if I'm not. But leave it down in the comments down below if this is true. But used to be called what?
Mr. Quick's.
Yeah, we used to have Mr. Quick's here in town. It was a popular burger place. It was one of the first burger places that did 5 burgers and a pound of fries for, at the time, at the price of $5.95. It was pretty cheap then. But the average burgers went for like 49 cents each. So those were good. We call them gut bombs. They put enough toppings for how many more hamburgers? About 3 or 4 more hamburgers?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was good. And all that stuff. But yeah, Mr. Quick's was one of the good locations that we used to have here.
Tacolicious.
Oh, Lonzo's Tacolicious?
Yes.
Oh, it was a local guy who ran that place. He ran one location.
And then he also ran the PDQs.
He also, well, that was somebody else that ran PDQs, I think it is. But PDQs used to be, we'll talk about that later. Right now let's focus on Tacolicious. But yeah, Tacolicious was one part of town. Then it moved to another part of town by the ballpark. You've probably seen it in our videos. It's fancy. It looks like a Mexican building, but now it's called Jen's Diner and that. But then it went out to the edge of town. Then we've never been heard of since.
Nope.
Alonzo's Tacolicious was another one.
Yep.
But right now let's go back to PDQ's. PDQ's was a spin-off fast food version of Rastrelli's.
Yes.
And that. So I think it was people that owned Rastrelli's that owned it, not the guy who owned Tacolicious and that. But PDQ's was a fast food version of Rastrelli's, and I think a lot of people is talking about today's Rastrelli's being as glorified PDQs, but I'm not for sure. I haven't been inside Rastrelli's in about, I would say, 5 years, I think. So I think we'll overdue there.
Little Caesars in town.
Oh yeah, someone did a man comment on our video talking about our eat out options. And yeah, we used to have Little Caesars here in town. It was in the old Kmart section, and did not last very long.
No.
People didn't like the concept of a pizza, 2 pizzas for one price. They didn't like the concept at all. I loved it.
I loved it.
I loved it. I went gaga for it. I used to go down Davenport and get Little Caesars all the time, but then they decided to stop doing the pizza deals, and it just became an average pizza place to us. So it's just, to me, it's nothing to write home about now, but they changed it in a way. Unless I'm wrong, leave it down in the comments down below. Here's a place that some people may or may not have heard of. My cousin used to own one location here in town. I don't know who owned the second one, but there was a fast food restaurant in the 60s, 70s, and early 80s. I think most of it closed out in the late 70s, early 80s. It was a place called Henry's. Remember Henry's?
No.
Because you never got down there in the, this was in the 80s, basically. It was located on the main drag. The other one was located, now it used to be Lonzo's Tacolicious, used to be BDQ's. The original signpost is still there, but the original sign has been reduced down to part of it. Basically, but it's hidden behind a current sign, which is a credit union of some kind, basically. So that used to be the original building. Is not. I don't think the majority of the original building is not there no more. It's all probably brand new. But it's called. It used to be called Henry's. There used to be one Henry's in town, and the other one was, if you look at it, it's a fish shop. Used to be a wedding gown shop. Used to be an auto parts store, but if you look very closely, you will see the original building of Henry's on the one, for those local subscribers, on the one that's on the US 3067 route, be the westbound lane now of that highway. So if you look at that building, what I says, I'm going to update this video with actual locate. We'll go out and do a video shoot on all these locations, just to show what it used to, what it looked like, what used to be there. But Henry's was another good place to eat. Oh yeah, Donut Land. That's where I met my first girlfriend before Angie. So yes, I did make a mistake. And boy, was it a mistake. That was my
Donut Lands in town.
Used to be 2 Donut Lands in town. Now one is now called it's now a place for Chicken George, basically. What's that place now?
Angelo's.
Angelo's. It's now called Angelo's.
The other one,
they remodel it somewhat.
The other one is where Subway is on Comanche Avenue.
Okay, yeah. Then Subway used to be the other.
Wait a minute. Didn't we have a least famous recipe?
Yes,
chicken
yes,
in
we did.
town?
We used to have Lee's Famous Recipe in town. We used to have 2 locations. The one was not in standing no more because DLT told it to tear it down, or for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, it used to be one on the main drag, US 3067, westbound lane, of course. The other one's eastbound. It's a new lane, so, yep. And if you remember, I did talk about Lee's Famous Recipe Fried Chicken in one of our Cedar Point trip videos. I think it was the Chicago to Sandusky, no, Chicago to Elkhart to Sandusky video, towards the end of that video, where we actually showed the Famous Recipe Fried Chicken, where I mentioned in that video, that when I mentioned that video, that's what I missed. That's what I meant by what I missed is we missed it here in town, basically. So that was it. Lee's Famous Recipe Fried Chicken. They're still in business in Sandusky, Ohio, and I think Fort Wayne and a few other places in Ohio. Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I think a few other places in the Ohio, Indiana area. Leave it down in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Lee's Famous Recipe Fried Chicken. It's honey dip chicken. It is good.
It's the A&W root beer stand.
Okay, the A&W root beer stand, or the drive-in, the actual drive-in.
Yep.
Then became Dave's Drive-In. So
Yes.
so that was good. That was another good place we used to have here in town, and that. So yeah.
Rudy's Tacos.
Rudy's Tacos used to be in the old Famous Recipe Fried Chicken place. It didn't last very long. I think probably maybe a year.
The one I remember was next to the car wash.
That was the old Famous Recipe Fried Chicken location.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, that. So she gets a little excited, but yeah, Rudy's Tacos used to be here in town. I didn't have Rudy's Tacos. Angie probably had. Now let's go back just before my time. Right now it's a pawn shop now. Used to be Diamond Vogel Paints for the longest of times, but before that, there was the building I'm talking about. Like I said, I need to go out film these buildings sometime in 2018 to do the proper memory lane type videos. But we used to have Mini Pearls Fried Chicken. This is before my time.
Oh.
And that. Oh, also, don't forget, Old Town Cafe that's on the main drag that used to be a Hardee's before they changed the Hardee's names. Of course, you guys probably know in some parts of the country, it's not, we know it as Hardee's here in the Midwest, but other parts of the country, you probably know them as Carl Jr.'s. But the original name was Sandy's. Remember, that's just before your time. I was just a little toddler at the time. So, yeah, Sandy's.
There's a lot of restaurants that has been here.
And everybody probably remember Don's Drive-In. The original Taco Bell location. No, not Taco Bell, but Taco John's location. Now they moved out to a new location. There was, before my time, Dairy Queen used to be at the north end of town. Used to be the town called Lyons before the merger. And that's now, used to be called Ken's, it was called Ken's Corner for a long time.
Oh yes, I remember that.
And now it's called North End Ice Cream, basically, where it's the North End Ice Cream place, but I did not know until I saw some old photos that used to be the original Dairy Queen location.
Yep.
I did not know that.
I believe I knew that.
I know there's a lot of places we'd probably not mention, but let's go a shot anyway. We used to have a Golden Corral here in town.
Yes.
And that. So that closed down because they didn't want to compete with the casinos. Or it was just a corporate decision to shut it down. Anyway, we don't know the truth about it. Is right now, currently, standing on that location is the current McDonald's on the main drag out there. Oh, while we're out there on the main drag, where you see in the videos of Home Depot, that used to be Kmart at one time.
Used to be Randall's too.
Randall's grocery store.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the eateries inside Kmart, because Kmart used to have has a luncheon counter towards the back of the store.
Yes.
I used to get my hot meat sandwiches right there and all that stuff.
I used to get my ices there.
And and deli. Yep, you get your ices there and the deli department, and they were probably had the best hot air popcorn in the deli thing, because you can see the popcorn funnel you can see popcorn funnel popping up the funnel, popcorn out of the funnel. Hot air. It was hot air popcorn. It was one of the best popcorn. And right now, let's just finish one great eatery. And I think some of you truckers who are older than me and still trucking to this day, or maybe at my age and still possibly trucking since you guys started in the 80s, probably might remember this or heard word of this. Plaza Cafe, the Plaza truck stop.
Yes.
The old Plaza truck stop. Now what stands there is, I'm going to say multiple business is now stand there. I believe now it's, what stands there now is a, I think we'll go start at Arby's.
Yep.
Arby's now stands there.
Yes.
Culver is standing there, and Enterprise stands there. Dollar Tree stands there, and one of the medical clinics that stands there. So that was a big piece of property.
Yes.
And unfortunately, if I remember those old days, yeah, there was one fuel island for that truck stop.
Yep.
And it was not way you fuel it. You had to reach around, and the parking lot was nothing but gravel, basically.
That's right.
But yeah, it was the old plaza. Very few trucks stayed there. Hardly any trucks stayed there, basically, at the time. And that was the time when the Flying J's was starting to come out. The TAs was starting to come out more and more and all that stuff. So it kind of weed out that Then the new one came in, is what we call the Quick Start truck stop that we have seen on our videos in the past. That's where we met Trucker Rudy and Trucker Jukebox there at the time. And that. So, that's the new truck stop right there. So, yeah, the Plaza Cafe also had the best hot turkey sandwiches and just like a hot roast beef. We'll show you one of the recipes, what I meant on up. Right now, we're going to end this video, but that's just some of the eateries that we known about. There's probably a lot I had not mentioned. Let's give some honorable mentions right now. When my cousin, used to be called Max downtown, my cousin had to play a role with Max because when he was forced to close Henry's, he ran Max for a little bit, for another couple of years, then he shut it down.
I got one more.
What?
Made Right.
Yeah, there used to be multiple Made Rights in town.
Yes.
Let's go over the original ones.
One downtown.
Yeah, let's go over the original ones downtown. We're not going to worry about the disaster one on the west end of town. Then Reynolds was another place, and the Annex.
I remember Reynolds.
Reynolds and the Annex, they were both downtown. Oh, while we're downtown, Woolworth's lunch counter. Yeah, the lunch counter at Woolworth's. Can't forget that.
No.
Because I had my first real shake there. And probably my first burger and fries there besides Henry's. For outside of Henry's. So basically something like that. Who knows? I'm only 50 years old. I might forget. I might have Alzheimer's and that. So better not. Okay, right now we'll just close out this video. I hope you guys, but we'll do a proper one later with other businesses and all that stuff. It's going to be a lengthy video. I'm going to wait till summertime or spring and summertime to do that. We'll actually take the camera out and show you the locations, what used to be, and all that stuff. Be a good memory lane, basically. So right now, I hope you guys like this sit-down video right now.
Please like, share, subscribe. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Please leave down in the comments what kind of restaurants you guys used to eat at. Are they still in business or are they closed? Leave it down in the comments down below. See you next time.